All right, guys, so continuing on the project, this is the next day. And yeah, so today what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill out the holes for the vents using this. I have my bits and rivets, rivet gun. I don't know what you call this, but yeah, for rivets, pop rivet. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to set them in there just where I want them. Drill 1 and then 2. Once I get that nice, I'm going to do the same. 1 and 2. Get that nice, looking at everything. And then since it's going to be stabilized, I'm going to go for 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, so that's the little game plan. And then once I have everything drilled out, I'm going to take out the rivets, take out the vents, but I'm gonna know exactly where to rivet it at. And then after that, I'm going to paint the hood. All right, guys, so this is glossy enamel. You guys already seen it. Gloss charcoal gray, and that's gonna be that color right there. And yeah, it's gonna look pretty dang nice. It's gonna be more subtle than the blue. And I think it's actually gonna look better than a flat black. Because if I were to put it on the car, it'll have to be like more of a dark satin black. Just to give it a little bit better appearance. But having a flat black hood on the car would definitely make the overall look like a downgrade. But yeah. Alright guys, so I just cut this piece out right there, and now it just falls. So, and then I have all this room, so I'm gonna get this nicely lined up and do the first rivets, drill out everything and take them out. Alright guys, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to mount the vents in this video because that's the largest bit that I have, and those are the size of the rivets, and obviously they would not go in there. It's way too big. So I had this bit which was larger, but it broke. It just spins and spins and spins, and I try hammering it and nothing, so that's trash. So I'm gonna check my other toolbox, and that's gonna be for another day, but I'm gonna pull this off. I already have everything marked where I want it. Now I have to do is just drill them bigger, rivet them in. But yeah, so I'm still looking at mounting it from the inside out too, so that'll probably look cool too. I just gotta see it on the car. But what I really meant about that is, instead of like this, I was thinking about that possibly, but it kind of looks ugly around the sides. But if the vents were like a flat black and the hood was a gray, then that wouldn't be a bad deal. But I could still go through with that because I have these holes pre-drilled, and I could mount them either way, and then I could always just drill out the rivets and redo it and stuff, or I could just put 2 rivets, have it on the bottom to see how it looks on the car. So yeah, so those options are not out of the question. But yeah, so I'm gonna clean up and I'm gonna cut the NACA duct, and I'm gonna mount the NACA duct, and after I do that, I'm gonna paint the hood. All right, guys, so all the holes are drilled right there, and now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put down some masking paper. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesion promoter and then spray it. If it doesn't come out good, then as long as this gives me like some type of foundation to like fill in a lot of those imperfections that the hood had, and what I created also with the filler, this is just gonna let me fill everything in. I could easily sand this down when it cures, and I could paint it whatever the hell I want. So I'm going to clean up again and then prep the hood for paint. All right, so far that's what I got. It's looking pretty bad, but I'm just gonna keep at it. And yeah, so man, why can't this thing just turn out the way I'm just trying to make it seem like, envision it? But yeah, that's the first coat on this section, and I have plenty of paint left, so I'm gonna do everything else and let it dry, tack up, and then I'll go for another shot. All right, guys, so that's the first coat right there, and I don't know how I'm doing it, but I have about 3/4 of the can left. And yeah, so right here I was getting very good coverage, so my plan of attack is basically to paint really close, because the spray pattern on these cans suck. They're only about 1/4 size, maybe like a $half size. And so whenever you spray, you're just spraying that much a line, unlike, you know, like the Era paints that I buy and all the other paints that you get for automotive spray. It's a nice spray pattern and the coverage is very nice. But with these, this is just to like do gates and sidewalks and stuff like that, you know. So, and pretty sure like barbecue pits too, like Rust-Oleum paint is good for that. So basically I go really close just to get my foundation, and then the second coat I back up a little bit and let it spray a little bit bigger, like that much, and that will get out the tiger stripes that you see right there. And yeah, so that's what I've done in the past. I'm gonna do it again, and it usually does work, but I am working on a bigger panel. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this tack up and go for a second. All right, so that's how it looks after, I believe, like 2.5 coats. It's 2 coats on this side, and then I went more over this side just to try and get some gloss out. Looks pretty bad, but if I do want to sand it, I could always sand it and polish it. It's always an option to make it look better, but I got pretty dang good coverage. You can still see an outline right there that looks pretty bad, but actually it's really not as noticeable as the blue. So I mean, not as the blue, but as the flat black. The flat black, it just stuck out those hard lines, but this one, it pretty much blends. Like you could see it right there, perfect. But from here you can't even see it, but if that was black, it kind of has like a little shadow where the that hard line is at, where the chipping was, and you could see it easily. So I'm gonna go again. That came out nice right there. You can see my reflection. So I'm gonna go around the edges one more time and try to get a little bit of this area more and build this up so I could sand this and get right here. There's a dry spot right there, and then build it up a little bit more, and who knows, I could probably just sand this thing in about a week. And yeah, so let me finish this up, and then yeah. All right guys, so the can is empty. There are some dry spots, but that's because I sprayed fresh over old, and that's just you know, like overspray on fresh paint, so it's not gonna look as you know, shiny. But I could guarantee that there's a nice layer of paint right there to work with. So yeah, it looks pretty dang good. So now I'm gonna set it to the side, relax, and then I'm gonna come back with the video and mount these vents, put the NACA duct. All right guys, so it's already another day. It's nicely dried, and the only thing that sucks about painting it this color is the fact that it doesn't look all that great, but it's a beautiful color. So it's kind of ruining it about the finish, you know, it being a nice color but not looking nice. But yeah, and right here it's pretty much full of orange peel, and yeah, but I could still sand this down and you know, lightly sand over here, give it a quick polish. So we'll see how it goes. Still, this is really just up in the air, and yeah, like that's how it looks right there. That is not so bad. So here are the vents. Fortunately, I did find some drill bits. I found a step bigger, and it's a good working drill bit. So I'm gonna have these on there, but I'm actually gonna paint them. I'm gonna paint the louvers. So this is the thing, that if I paint them and they don't turn out that good looking, I'm gonna hate life, because I'm gonna wanna strip it or repaint it or something, and I don't wanna do that to these fresh louver vents. So yeah, I'm just gonna end up painting one. I'm gonna put the hood on the car, test fit it, and let's see. But every hood that I see that's paint matched to the car, that's either a carbon fiber or somebody does this same, you know, thing with louvers or vents, the vents or louvers are always black. So that's just what I'm gonna end up doing, and hopefully it works out. But yeah, so let me throw it on the car and test fit it, look at it, see how it looks, and then I'm going to paint them, and then I'm going to re-drill the holes and rivet them in permanently. So yeah, it looks right there. That is not bad at all. Way better than the blue, and I actually tried the flat black, and the flat black, I don't know if I made a video of it, but yeah, the flat black with this color, it didn't look so nice. But this one, it kind of matches, so it looks a lot more subtle than freaking Mexican paint job. Too nice, you know, paint. That looks sweet. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill out the holes for the louvers, and then I'm gonna get those ready to go. I'm gonna drill out these two and get that ready to mount up, and then I'm going to paint those, because if you could see, it looks black, and the black and gray does look pretty good compared to it being you know, bare aluminum. But I'll throw them on there anyways, just to see how it looks like. And yeah, that does not look that good. So black is gonna be the way to go. It's gonna make it look a lot more subtle and less standing out. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty dope. So I'm gonna drill out the holes, paint them, let's see how it looks, and hopefully this is not a huge fail. All right, so I got all of them drilled out. Just gonna do a quick little cleaning and paint up the vents. I already have these drilled out also. Right there, so yeah. It's gonna look pretty good. Black, definitely black. And then I'm gonna work on this. All right, guys, so this is how it looks right here. And yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Painted them black. I did that the trim black paint. I still have to put this in. I'm going to do this first so I could slip it underneath, hold it while I rivet it. But yeah, so it's still kind of up in the air though. That looks pretty dope. There's the other hood right there. I mean, one thing that's so cool about this though is that I could rock this and take it out, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, just trash it and then just go back to the original. But yeah, so I'm gonna clean up the car, and then I'm gonna make another quick little video just to show it off. I'll probably do it like in a short, and just to show how it looks outside and all cleaned up and ready to go. So I'm gonna cut it off right there. If you want to see more, smash the like, and yeah, did it right there. Still got the NACA duct right there. Gonna put that in right now. And yeah, I kind of like the way it looks without the vents actually. It's kind of weird, but with the vents it kind of makes it look like they're kind of small and just like not really that aggressive. I don't know if you guys see that, but yeah. All right guys, so I'm gonna cut it off right there. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.